Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna deal with Introduction to Location of Culture by Homi Bhabha. Let's see about the author. His full name is Homi Bhabha. He was born on 1st November 1949. He is an Indian British scholar and critical theorist, and he is a professor of humanities at Harvard University, and he is one of the most important figures in contemporary post-colonial studies, and he has developed concepts such as hybridity, mimicry, difference, and ambivalence. Such terms describes the ways in which colonized people have resisted the power of the colonizer. And in 2012, he received the Padma Bhushan Award in the fields of literature and education from the Indian government. Next, let's see about his influences. Bhabha's post-colonial theory was influenced by post-structuralism, and he was greatly influenced by Jacques Derrida and deconstruction, Jacques Lacan and Lacanian psychoanalysis, and the works of Michel Foucault. Bhabha, in one of his interviews, states that he was greatly influenced by Edward Said. Location of Culture was published in the year 1994. Here he used the concepts such as mimicry, interstice, hybridity, and liminality. He was influenced by semiotics and Lacanian psychoanalysis, and here he argues that cultural production is always most productive and most ambivalent. And he transformed the study of colonialism by applying post-structuralist methodologies to colonial texts, and he used the term difference for works of many distinct writers. So he explores and extends the relevance of post-structuralism for cultural difference. And he claims that a salient characteristic of colonial culture is its hybridity and its in-betweenness. In his work, Bhabha generates a series of concepts that work to undermine the simple polarization of the world into self and other. In this work, he advocates a fundamental realignment of the methodology of cultural analysis in the West. So he claims that this shift provides a basis for the West to maintain less violent relationship with other cultures. Then he talks about the binary opposition. According to Bhabha, the source of the Western compulsion to colonize is due to the traditional Western representations of foreign culture. His argument attacks the Western production and implementation of certain binary oppositions. These binary oppositions include center, margin, civilized, savage, and enlightened and ignorant. He proceeds by destabilizing the binary oppositions. By doing this, Bhabha believes that culture can be understood to interact, transgress, and transform each other in a much more complex manner than the traditional binary oppositions can allow. According to Bhabha, hybridity and linguistic multivocality have the potential to intervene and dislocate the process of colonization through the interpretation of political discourse. Then he talks about the ambivalence of mimicry, which means the fluctuating relationship between mimicry and mockery. According to him, the question of ambivalence of mimicry arises from the colonial encounter between the white presence and its black resemblance. He also states that the obligation on the part of the colonized to mirror back an image of the colonizers produces neither identity nor difference. Thus, the mimic man who occupies the impossible space between cultures is the effect of a flawed colonial mimesis. Then he talks about Bakhtinian notion of hybridity. Hybridity means the representation of the colonial impact that results in dividing and fragmenting the colonized identity, culture, and ideology. In Bakhtin, hybridization destabilizes univocal forms of authority, whereas Baba sees it as a problematic of colonial representation. According to Baba, hybridity marks those moments of civil disobedience within the discipline of civility as a sign of resistance. He then further extended the theory of resistance to his theorization of the third space enunciation as an assertion of difference in discourse. He also states that the transformational value of change lies in the re-articulating or translation of elements that are neither the one nor the other but something else beside terms and territories of both. That's all about the introduction to location of culture. Thank you so much for watching.